So what comes to mind when I say creatine? Most people think of bodybuilders and performance athletes. But what if I told you it could be a game changer for women's health? So results from studies in the nutrient journals in 2021 reveal that women have fewer stores of creatine and also experience fluctuations in creatine metabolism due to hormonal shifts, particularly during the luteal phase. This could explain why some women feel more fatigued at different times in their cycle. While these were thought to be just theoretical, the recent study in 23 confirms this through clinical trials. It demonstrated women who loaded with 20 grams of creatine per day for 5 days and then maintained at 5 grams per day experienced faster recovery, improved strength retention, and reduced markers of muscle damage compared to those that didn't. These benefits were more pronounced in the luteal phase, suggesting that creatine could be effective during hormonal shifts. So, how can you capitalize on this knowledge? Number one, start with 3 to 5 grams of creatine daily. No loading phase is necessary for most women. A daily intake of 3 to 5 grams over a few weeks will saturate your muscle stores just as effectively as a loading phase, without the risk of bloating or GI discomforts. If you experience fatigue, strength loss, or slower recovery, especially during the second half of your menstrual phase, a slight increase in creatine intake, up to 5 to 6 grams, may provide that extra support. Number three, the benefits of creatine are amplified when combined with progressive strength training. That means lifting heavy for 3 times per week. This is especially crucial for peri and postmenopausal women to help prevent muscle loss and decline in strength over time. Number four, monitor your response rather than relying on blood markers. Since there is no direct blood test to measure creatine levels, the best way to assess whether creatine is benefiting you is through performance tracking. There are some gurus out there that suggest testing CK levels. Please don't fall into that trap. Creatine levels and CK levels are unrelated. CK is just an enzyme that rises in response to muscle damage. Finally, understanding that women's metabolism can shift across the menstrual cycle. This is where resting metabolic rate testing can help determine whether you're in a calorie deficit, especially during certain phases of your cycle, which could explain a dip in energy levels and recovery.